back to my YouTube channel. My name is Victoria. I'm the founder of The School of Life. On this channel, we talk about skincare, hair care, dating, and relationship tips. In fact, I am a certified premarital counselor and I am a dating coach for Christian women. Today, I really want to talk about something like it's really important to me to talk about it. And in fact, let me just dive into the topic. I believe you heard about this lawsuit thing going on between the actress Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Yeah, I believe you heard about the lawsuit going on between the actress Blake Lively and the actor Justin Baldoni. So I want to give like my own take on the issue, and it's really like it touches me a lot. Like I have so many things to say. That's why I made my notes and I prepared everything I have to say. So I will start a little bit by summarizing what the lawsuit's about. So these two were the main characters of a movie, and yeah, let me just attach a picture somewhere here of the picture showing like the movie was about. So the two were co-stars in this movie, and from what Blake Lively says, this man did not respect boundaries. And I tried to understand a little more, so I did a little bit of research about it on TikTok, mostly also on Google, asked for some help from ChatGPT. And what I found out was that actually it looks like in Hollywood, when two people like have to have a certain type of scenes in the movie, intimate scenes like kissing and stuff like that, there is an intimacy coach on the stage who on this like setup movie setup and everything, who will watch out that there are some boundaries that are respected. From what I read or heard concerning the lawsuit, it said that before Blake Lively accepted the role, the full scenario was given to her, and she agreed to a certain number of intimate scenes. But now, throughout, enacting the movie, there are scenes that were added. There were some things that were added by Justin Baldoni without her consent beforehand, without the intimacy coach, without her wanting whatever he was doing. And there are many things that he did in terms of touching, kissing, and sexual things, so to say, that she did not approve of before signing the contract and everything. And so now she raises the concern, and she filed this lawsuit against him for that because he did not respect what was originally written in the script. Um, I am a woman, and the first thing that before I get into exactly what I want to say, I am glad that a woman in the industry like speaks up about something bad that happened to her. I think it's a good thing to fight sexual assault, sexual harassment, and all those things like that. Nevertheless, I still have a few things to say about this because it can't just end at that. Okay, so in this video, I mainly want to discuss the harmful effect of sex scenes and intimate scenes in general on women, specifically on women in the film industry. And as I'm a Christian dating coach and premarital counselor, I want to speak out to the Christian women who are in the film industry, specifically to them. Okay, so let me start by talking about the dark side. Let me start by talking about the dark side of sex scenes in movies. This story, like the Blake Lively lawsuit, is just a very clear example of, like, it's a glaring example. We don't know what happened to many different women behind the scenes, but her, she's speaking up about it. And I would like to say that this, like the fact that people put sex scenes in the scenario of their movies or their TV shows, it is inherently dangerous for women because in the end it is women who are being touched, who are being exposed, who are being objectified and stuff like that. And I think it is not fair concerning women's rights that someone thinks that the only way for their movie to be understood is if women are naked in their movie, if women are sexually objectified, if women are like dressed in an improper manner, if women are kissed and exposed. I think the film industry is really behaving in the worst way possible when they try to transform women into sexual objects. And this brings me to say that I think that there are so many movies that we have watched, whether in childhood or in adolescence, that had zero sex scenes in it, zero kissing, zero sex scenes, and we totally understood the movie perfectly well. Sex scenes are not necessary, intimacy scenes, kissing scenes, stuff like that, they are absolutely not necessary for us to understand the plot of the movie. They are not necessary. This is my opinion, and I'm advocating for women's rights, saying that those scenes are not necessary. We watched, I think, Narnia, the movie. There was no sex scene in it. We watched High School Musical. There was no sex scene in it, but we understood the plot. We understood everything that was taking place. And there are so many other TV shows and movies that we understood the plot without having to have women who are naked in the movie or the TV show, or women who are transformed into sex objects, touched here and there, sex scenes, intimate scenes, kissing scenes. There are so many movies that we have watched and understood the plot and loved the movie without those sexual scenes. Which brings me to say that there is a big problem with Hollywood and with the film industry in general in the world, because women are always the ones transformed into sex objects. They are the ones whose bodies have to be exposed. They are the ones who have to be touched in bizarre ways, and this is what it produces, because in the end, who is going to control what? Okay, an actor could as well rape a woman during a sex scene in a movie and say that it was in the plot, and it's just going to pass that way. And I think like it's totally inappropriate. So, in my opinion, let me go back to Blake Lively. In my opinion, a married woman should not accept that type of movie. Um, she had the script before. Excuse me, please. I'm not victim shaming her. Let me clearly say what I'm trying to say. She had the script before. She knew there were going to be scenes in that movie which were going to be intimate. Even if, like, in the end, the guy, like, Justin Baldoni went too far. Let me first of all say that it was already too far to accept to film a movie with a man accepting intimate scenes while you are married. That's already a big concern, a big, like, red flag. It's not appropriate at all, in my opinion. And another thing I would say is I don't understand how a married man can accept that his wife would engage in such a movie. Like, if you're married and your wife comes to you and says this movie proposal and stuff like that, why don't you read through the script and see if it's acceptable for a woman to have that type of intimacy with another man? I really do not understand. So, in my opinion, married women should not accept that type of movie. Married men should support their wives in having clear boundaries. Like, I don't think it's so much about money, but you can refuse a movie. So, in my opinion, not every movie is worth like acting. Okay, I think married men should help their women, their wives, have clear boundaries when it comes to acting. You should check the script. You should check the script and see if there's anything there that does not honor your marriage, that does not honor God first. Then either you negotiate the contract for that part to be removed, or you refuse the movie completely. Like, really, I think it makes no sense for a married man to accept that his woman, his wife, would share that type of thing with another man. Clearly, I think it's inappropriate. Now, going back to what I want to say concerning the movie industry, Hollywood, and all the movie industries in the world, or most of them, the movie industry is objectifying women, transforming women into sex toys and sex objects. And I think, in a certain way, women are responsible for that. I'm not saying that they created it, because I'm not victim shaming, but I'm saying that women are allowing it. If all the women on the face of the earth decide from today on that they would not accept any movie which has sex scenes, kissing scenes, intimate scenes in it, if all women clearly say we are not accepting that, and all women stick to it, you will see how the industry will change, because the movies can be clearly understood without those immoral scenes. Now, if women decide that it is against their rights, it devalues them and it exposes them to sexual harassment and sexual immorality, if all women decide this way, those people who are making the scenarios, they will have to change it all, okay? Because they cannot make movies without women. So it's up to women to decide to stop accepting that type of stuff. And now specifically, I'm going to speak to Christian women, because I am a Christian premarital counselor and a Christian dating coach. Do not accept anything that is beyond your boundaries. I'm talking specifically to the women who are in the film industry, in the entertainment industry. Do not accept something that will not honor your God, that will not honor your actual husband or your future husband if you're not yet married. Like, don't be so focused on the money that you end up doing something, one, that exposes you, because you don't know what those images are going to serve in the future, and two, it also exposes you even physically and spiritually, because there are people like that who use the opportunity, because they know that you're filming intimate scenes. They will use that opportunity to touch you in an immoral way, to treat you in an immoral way, and you have nothing to do. In fact, Blake Lively, maybe it's just because she's famous and rich that she spoke up because of it. Maybe if she weren't even married, she would not have said anything concerning it. I don't know, and I'm not judging her. I'm saying that in theory, like based on the story she said, she's the victim in this story. But I want to say that all women are putting themselves in a position to be victims of sexual harassment when they accept movies that have sex scenes in it. So what I'm basically saying is women have to stand up for their rights and advocate for movies with zero sex scenes, zero intimate scenes, and it is done by deciding to refuse movies with that type of scenes. And I know that there's some women who are not going to agree with me, but what I'm saying is the pure truth, and you know it. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video. If you liked watching this, please leave a like. If you have something to add to what I've said, or if you have something to correct based on your own opinion, please share it in the comment section. I want to know what you believe concerning this, especially as a woman. I want to know what you think. And also, I want to say please subscribe to this channel so as to encourage me, and do not forget to stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Please share this video with other people so as to edify them and to find out their own opinion about this. And also, if you agree with what I said, share this video to as many women as possible, especially the women in the film industry, so that they will totally boycott movies with intimate scenes in it. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you and see you soon. Bye bye.